stream that I'm gonna see that.
Welcome to the 42nd episode of Screaming into the Void. 42, the ultimate answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything. My name is Samuel the Infamous, and with me is Kat the Hijabi Gamer.
Yes, I'm here. Hungry, but here. And we all know the answer to life, the universe, and everything. It's 42.
Yes, and in fact it is. And we have Know Me Without You.
Hello. I am caffeinated, got my iced coffee, and I realized that I drank my iced coffee past 2 o'clock, so I might be up all night.
Play video games all night. That's the best
that'll
thing.
be
You know
fun.
what? For you, I'll download Corpus, or I'm sorry, Warframe, and then I'll play with you.
And we have with us Caucasian Sasquatch.
Greetings and salutations.
And last but certainly not gayest, Ryan of Legion Games 2076.
Hello, I'm alive.
We are for those in the chat on this on my channel. So you guys are aware we are simultaneously streaming this to a few other channels as well, testing out some new StreamYard's features. So hopefully it goes well. That said, so happy April Fools, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I actually posted my first video today.
Did you? I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, I didn't get notified for that at all.
April Fools.
Oh,
That's a big move, no.
I couldn't help it. That was such a perfect setup.
It really was actually a perfect setup. It also makes you a jerk.
Because I just took advantage of an April Fool's Day. And
I can't believe I fell for that.
All three of you did.
Yeah, I did too.
Suka, not currently streaming on Rumble. That is something that I had still working on. It's a thing.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with that too.
But you also have to have a certain amount of followers.
Or pay $10 a month.
You can pay to upgrade to streaming capability, which I did, but the whole like getting a new stream key for every stream, and then you have to set up like a placeholder video, and it's a whole fucking mess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rumble is a mess.
So yeah, it's like I like some things about Rumble, but their user interface.
Let me explain it this way. I started drinking when I started filing for Rumble, signing in, and I was hammered by the time I got to the point where I had to decide how my monetization was supposed to work. And since I don't make big decisions while I'm drinking, I realized I couldn't do that. So I just made an account and moved on.
Yeah, no, it's Rumble needs to fix their stuff. They really do.
Yeah. Carrie, I don't know if that's relevant anymore. It's creepy Uncle Mohan now.
Yeah, well, I prefer we go with Susan's replacement because it's more belittling and demeaning.
Yeah. I like to keep it in the family, you know what I mean? That joke fell flat.
I smirked at it.
Smirked. Yeah, well, I'll take a smirk. All right. An abstract look. Yes. Welcome. This is me screaming.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
By the way, I brought my own void in case anyone has extra screaming. Y'all can just dump it right in there.
It's a good place for it. Good place for it. So, there's all kinds of stuff going on in the world today. This week has been kind of batshit for news and things happening. Starting with Monday and then all the way up to today. It's just like everything's just kind of all over the fucking place. As are we. I think probably the first thing I want to talk about with you guys about, we discussed it a little bit backstage right before Ryan got in here, was the the bill. I think it's. Oh, what the hell is the name of it? Yeah, the
Restrict Act.
S686, the Restrict Act. Congress.
Oh, yeah.
That the so-called TikTok banning act, which it doesn't
seem to have a whole lot to do with TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm confused here.
Yeah, of course it doesn't have anything to do with TikTok. Why would it?
No, it's just it. Specifically, there's a bit that says anybody, any application, anything that gets more than 1 million users on it, TikTok being one of those things, is subject to, according to this bill, restriction, moderation, and outright, censorship from the U.S. government. This includes individual YouTube channels, for example, or anything really that gets a significant number of users on there.
Regardless
That's a problem
of what system they use to do this, their intent is to outsource the censoring of you.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Silence those that don't agree with us, basically.
Right. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. I haven't looked as deeply into this as I probably should have before we started talking. But yeah, it's not great. It talks about, Department of Commerce must identify, deter, disrupt, prevent, prohibit, investigate, and mitigate transactions involving ICT products and services, one in which any foreign adversary, such as China, has the interest, which means, and that as far as China goes, like when they say China, they're not talking about like just like the CCP. They're talking about like, Tencent, which of course is CCP, but Tencent is a conglomerate that has its fingers in a lot of pies worldwide. Movies, entertainment, entertainment. They do probably some shady black market deals with halal organs involving Uyghur Muslims. I don't know. That's alleged, but whatever.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't you respect their culture? It's their culture, according to Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's a marionette.
Yeah, I call him the meat puppet in chief.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't like chocolate chip ice cream?
I was just gonna say,
God, that was so.
I actually went. Hold on, I went and collected every image I could find of Joe Biden being creepy with a kid, and I pulled it up, put it all together with a video, and realized that was instant strike material. And it's still sitting on my hard drive in the file upload when I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, they'll get you.
But you didn't ask me what song I set it to.
Oh, I didn't even
now I'm curious. I gotta know.
Yeah, no.
There is a Dr. Hook tune called Only 16. And I got some friends over and we did a rendition of it called Only 13.
Oh God.
And they were all looking at me real creepy like the whole time. Go, what are you doing here, dude? I'll show it to you later. It'll make sense. And they all died laughing. It was like, you can't upload that. I said, I know.
That is yeah. Wow.
I'm doing some last minute editing since I'm the weirdo that overslept the nap. So that's why I'm like trying to. I'm like,
it's why he's off camera. He ain't got his makeup on yet.
Oh, man, I look like somebody beat me with a stick.
But you look like you were well rested, though.
I feel good. I'll tell you, my voice cracked.
yeah, it did. And you're all groggy. You're like, hi guys.
Not worse than Shadow.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody looks like that when they wake up from a nap. I know when I wake up from a deep nap, I'm kind of like similar looking like you. Like, what year is it? What time is it?
No, I know. Yeah, no,
nope, not me. I come up like somebody hit me with an electric paddle. I'll sit up like Undertaker. I'm just like, and I'm awake like that. Man, I'm also surfing, and I don't know why.
I wonder why. I wonder how it feels like to have that much energy when you wake up.
Yeah,
It's
I
not a
don't.
matter of energy. It's a matter of awareness.
You know what? I will give you that. If I used to travel a lot for my previous job, so I would stay at hotels constantly, and if it's a place that I've stayed in a place I've never been to in my life, and in a hotel that I'm not familiar with, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll freak out, and then I'm like, oh wait, that's right, I'm at this place and I'm at this hotel. Okay, I'll go back to bed.
Oh man,
I have done freakouts before when I wake up.
Probably don't ever stay at a haunted hotel or something. It'd be double the worse.
Honestly, I want to do that. I like.
I know a couple haunted hotels you can stay at. I've stayed at I've stayed at both of them.
I was gonna say, you were in Colorado not too long ago. There's an incredibly famous one not far from the main thoroughfares up in Estes Park.
Oh, yep. That one. Yes, I have
Stanley Hotel. I've been there. It's it's gorgeous.
I drove past it, but never went there.
It's quite a place.
Oh, it really is. It's so awesome. There's another one in Glenwood Springs off of I-70. It's called the Hotel Colorado. I've stayed there multiple times.
The Northern Hotel in Fort Collins is also reputed to be haunted.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, no, I have a weird fascination with ghosts because they scare me. They legitimately because
they're real though.
Yeah, I've seen stuff. So they really bother me. But that's why I almost want to. I stay at these weird places, but then I don't really sleep very well.
Well, the way I figure it is, if the Sasquatch is not only real but on a stream with us, there must also follow that there are ghosts, right?
Makes sense.
They just want to be aware and make people know that they are real and they are like us and they want to stream like us. But no, right. I remember being in the Boston area, and I was in Concord where everything was almost basically where United States was created almost. And I was there for a wedding. My friends and I went on a tour in the little graveyards just to see everything. And I kid you not, coming back into the town, I saw a colonial man leaning against the church door, and he had his arms crossed and he was looking at us. And I looked to see if he was there, and no, he disappeared. But I know what I saw. Yes, it was real.
In Savannah, we have these carriage rides where they have actors paid to be in costume in places through the carriage ride. Yes, ma'am. You can go to Savannah, go by the SCAD campus, and apply to be one of these people. And that's their entire job, is to step out into a beam of light so that they're barely seen by passersby. They're actually paid to do this. Now, some people volunteer, and you'd be surprised how many people actually volunteer to dress up in colonial garb and stand under a tree. Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. I like that kind of stuff too. I think that's so cool. I love then again, I love history.
But I would love to get paid to scare people. That would be like a dream job.
This is one of those things I never really understood about why people are afraid of ghosts. I don't think ghosts are nearly as common as people think they are. I think that they do exist, but they're not common because, honestly, would you stick around? All that universe out there to see, and that said, the ones who do stick around, I mean, a lot of times you got to figure they probably don't know that they're dead, and if they don't know that, then they're probably not really aware of you. And they're immaterial anyway, so they can't hurt you. And if it can hurt you, it probably wasn't human to begin with.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Or they were never actually human in the first place and is either imitating a human or simply thinks they were.
Sure. That's like you remember that show Ghost Hunters?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
They would go into these old rickety places and poke around and all that stuff. And I always equated that to wandering into a random cave, poking into the corners with a stick, because most of the time there's nothing there. But occasionally you're gonna poke a bear. Don't poke the bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I won't poke the bear. I'll be like, hey, I know you can't have it, but I made cookies. Here you go as a peace offering. Don't haunt me forever. But there's
screeching claws across a chalkboard to them. You don't know it's a totally alien entity.
See, I mean, I do believe there's
Just
life.
saying. How did you know?
That's true.
You
I
know
know, but
that
there's
that meme that you know that there was a meme a couple years ago about this guy. He's like, you know, he buys a house. He says, "We ripped up the carpet to replace it, and this is what we found." And underneath, in bright red letters, was written, "Help me with handprints that were being dragged to the wall vent."
Yep, I've seen that.
Oh, dude, that is awesome and freaky at the same time.
I've seen people where they're like doing reconstruction in their backyard, and then like we're about to lay the foundation of the cement, so we're gonna put like a plastic skeleton in the foundation, and if they're gonna break it up again, they can find like a skeleton there.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's like I wouldn't do that, but after forensics and police investigation, I'll probably laugh if it was a house that I bought.
Yeah, after it cost the city thousands of dollars.
Because that's my money.
I say go for it.
No, might as well get a joke out of it.
Yeah.
Troll to your heart's content. Troll till you control no more. You troll multiple generations if possible. If you can do it, make it so that the hand is barely visible through the slit.
Yeah.
So that people are like, I don't know. She says there's one in there, but I can't really tell. Can you tell? Not really.
Yeah. Or I've seen like those videos where guys are like, I think it was in Los Angeles or like Long Beach area where these guys are dressed up as like cholos, like Mexican gang members, and they walk up to police officers like, hey, yeah, I got some grams in the back of my car if you want to check it out. And of course, like a squad will come in and they're like, okay, grams, we don't know what that means. So they do an investigation and it's just like, kilos. And he's like, yeah, we got some kilos back there if you want to check it out. And they do an investigation. They open the duffel bags and it's just like kilo weights, like, you know, weights, thinking like it was drugs because, you know, they were drugs by kilos. And I was like, okay, like that's just wasting the police officer's time, but that's funny.
Yeah. I don't know. There's all kinds of weird shit in the world.
But it's good to laugh. This has been something because this past week has been wild. I will agree to that. Mm-hmm. But I can't remember who I was watching, but someone, and it's true what I'm about to say is like comedy is dead. Nobody knows how to take a joke anymore. Or just like if someone does the joke and realizes like, hey, it was doing it just to make you laugh. But people take offense to it now. So humor is dead in today's society.
Everything is dead. Freedom is dead. Logic is dead. Science is dead.
You make a good point, Nomi. And you know what? It being April Fool's Day and it being a week chock full of horrific fucking events. Let's just have some fun today.
Yeah.
You know, let's turn it around. Instead of everybody else is going off on all the bad stuff that's going on in the world today. Here's your April Fool's joke. We're gonna have fun.
Okay. Yeah. I made all three of you guys laugh from the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, because you got us on that one. Yeah. You said you put out your first YouTube video.
Yeah. And you all believed me.
I know. That's what's sad.
That's not true, Ozzy. The best jokes come when nobody's looking. Now, like I was telling you guys backstage, my taste in these kinds of jokes tends to run towards the sophomoric. And I was talking with Lawrence Knight and Amira last night. They didn't appreciate my sense of humor on this, but I think one of my favorite things to do is to take like a lubricated condom, and then you put it over the inside door handle in the bathroom, so that the next person who goes into the bathroom can't get out because their hand just keeps slipping on the doorknob.
Oh.
I do not want to experience that.
Ew.
It's just lubricant.
Still.
No.
Oh, yeah. Did I tell you my plan?
I didn't say it was a used condom.
Oh, dear God.
What was that, Squatch?
Did I tell you my plan on how I'm going to get my van? All right. I have this great truck that doesn't run. It's fantastic. It's terrible. It's never run. I put 20,000 miles on it in 10 years because it's always broke down in the backyard with a dead battery. So I give up. I'm going to go into a dealership with a bottle of KY jelly, plop it down on the counter and say, all right, bud, I'm here to buy a van and one of us is getting screwed. and see where it goes from there. Because he might just pull out early on that one. Go for the intimidation factor, I guess.
Oh God, my brain is fucked. My brain is acting several minutes behind schedule.
I mean, I can relate, but also I'm trying to do something in the meantime while I'm talking with you guys here. Yeah, Ryan, how are you doing though? How's your
Did you get your face on
yet? Waking up? Yeah. Are you waking up? Did you get your coffee?
Let me see that beautiful beard footage. Baby, I'm just so excited to see you. I've been so lonely. We got 3 kids and you never write, you never call. I don't understand. What did I do?
Is it me or, what is it?
Yeah, is it her? Is she the reason why you don't call me?
Why isn't this working? But I can't. I will turn it around. But there he's Brian.
There he is.
Hey, I got caffeine.
Look at that. But I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I was talking to Max von Priestley a few weeks ago about this. Of him trying to find a girlfriend. It's like, you need to go to farmers markets, Target. That's where all the girls are at. And then me, jokingly, I told him, like, I'm going to go to Home Depot and see if I can find a guy there. And I kid you not, I went to Home Depot on Wednesday. and a guy asked for my number. I was like, oh. Okay. I didn't expect this. But
he probably figured you were lost because you're in Home Depot.
No,
Come on, that's funny.
That is funny.
I know how to navigate Home Depot, and actually went there to get things that I needed for something that I'm working on. So
what are you working on?
I am doing furniture flipping right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's why I went, because I need several tools. I need several items to help me strip the paint off this old furniture. And yeah, you may or may not be seeing in a YouTube video that I posted.
Bazinga?
No, never mind. But it is. If that's what's that show? Big Bang Theory? I never watched it.
Oh, I love that show. I know that there are a lot of people are like, they're making fun of all of us nerds. I'm like, dude, they're making fun of everybody. Make fun of like the popular kids in high school, fucking idiot jocks. Like, it's just a show about fun, and it cracks me the fuck up, man.
I don't like the humor in it.
Oh, I love it. It gets me rolling.
Yeah, and yet you don't like the humor in that, and yet you hang out with us with our potty mouths.
Yeah, we got a wide variety of humor.
Hey, I could be hanging out with my friends who've been day drinking all day, but I wanted to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, we're legitimately degenerate sober.
Yeah, we don't have to become depraved. It comes naturally.
I mean, we can have Kat start day drinking right now if you want.
I'm fasting.
Yeah, wait.
I'm fasting. About 45 minutes.
Oh, right. We're almost there.
Hey, you want to know how degenerate I am? Okay, last week my family went out for dinner, and I was like, no, I have a live stream, so I ate at home. This week, they're like, yeah, we're having our Saturday thing. We're going out every once a month. They go out with, I never go to that anyway. And they're like, you want to come? I'm like, no, I'm staying with my live stream.
Nice.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah. By the way, to my regular viewers, I am being as well behaved as I can, so I'm probably not going to be showing any of the really, really dirty memes because they will also show up on other people's channels. So, just as a matter of courtesy.
Obviously,
not monetized.
My channel is a free for all, so go nuts there. As for everybody else's,
I think I got it to work. Yeah,
I know mine's working because
Yep, I got you up on there, Kat. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are cool with it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hanging out in here. My own chat.
Look, see now people on my
now
YouTube
I'm aroused.
Get to finally see that because I don't have a clip of that.
I thought I sent you that, didn't I?
No, you didn't send me that one. But also at the same time, I think it'd be like really weird to like use it since it's kind of a thing on your channel. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
It'd also be really weird for you to use it.
No,
Yeah.
Carrie, you cannot highlight anything on his channel. Just because it's on my channel doesn't mean I can highlight a comment on his channel.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I'm not used to seeing this many people on the StreamYard side in the chat, so I am trying to
Yeah,
keep
that's
up,
what I was trying to
but
tell you.
it is welcome to everybody. Thank you all for being here.
You're all
So,
a little freaked out over there, or what?
wait, so are all the are the comments from all of this
Everything.
is being
Yes.
shown here at the same time? Okay.
It's
Yeah.
all going to his StreamYard. He gets control over what comments pop up on the screen,
Okay.
all of that.
Oh,
So
Kat's
the
an
ones-
admin here, so she has control over that too.
Hey, you could
Yeah.
do it.
So if you see like the little infinity sign, yeah, that like
That is a link. That means it's coming from
I
another
like
link.
I like infinity sign. it's easier to say.
Yeah.
Well,
link. Then link. Infinity sign. Link.
because it looks like an infinity sign.
Okay.
Wait, is that
All right.
wait, so who's the wait,
I don't know whose channel that's on. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that is
Probably cats.
Cats, because you know.
Oh,
I
gosh.
mean, we're not monetized, so
We're not on my main channel, which is monetized. We're on my Legion Talk channel. So because it's degenerate on that one, and my Legion Games channel is
Mhm.
a lot more wholesome. It's more for like gaming and just having fun. So no, we wouldn't be talking about a lot of this stuff on that channel. So it's
but
Cat.
yeah. Cat
Oh.
says, yeah, okay. He says he's super chat on Cat's channel. Yeah. Well, Cat
Thank
says
you.
thank you.
Yeah,
And
Cat's got
also-
potty mouth, man. So it's like it's not
Yeah.
too par for the course for her.
Hey, let's just keep in mind I am semi-conscious right now. Everything you guys are saying is like filtered through a fog. I can't explain it.
She hasn't. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too. I've been eating since this morning.
Since what time this morning?
I don't know, like 10 a.m.
Oh, 5 a.m.
Right now, it's looking about
Yeah,
34,
5 a.m.
35.
5 a.m.
So
Kat,
they're
like,
about
I actually have a
34 viewers.
question for you, Kat.
Yes.
Like, is your name Kat?
No.
It is
Yeah.
now.
All right. So my name is actually very difficult to pronounce for non-Arabs. The first letter has no English equivalent. The first time I was on a live stream, it was with Geeks and Gamers, and I was like, "Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to have Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers try to say my first name." So I went with, because I love cats and I'm known for my love of cats, I went with Kat. My name is actually Aisha.
Aisha?
That's the problem. The first letter, well, it's a good attempt. The first letter has no English equivalent. It's the letter Ayin. So
She
most
says, you are racist.
no, I did not say that. I said I acknowledge the fact that a lot of Americans can't say it. So most people who use my first name, which very few, most people use my last name, which is easier to pronounce, which I'm not putting on this, is Aisha. Everyone calls me, whoever uses my first name calls me Aisha. But so it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna torment Jeremy and Ryan first time I meet them and have them call me Aisha. So it was Kat. So it's yeah.
I mean, it
I
would've
would have
been-
made him work for it.
It would have been pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
It
Been
was the
like,
first time I'd ever been on a live stream with anybody before. So I was like,
you know what's funny about that is that Ryan Kennel probably would have put the most effort into trying to pronounce it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say this about Ryan. Ryan is one of my favorite. He's I have a soft side for Ryan. It's complicated. I can't go into the details on live stream. Nothing inappropriate. Let me be clear. It's nothing.
Whoa,
it's
whoa.
nothing.
We're
I
not
know,
questioning that.
I know where people's
I'll be
minds
honest.
go.
I can
He
stand to hear
doesn't-
more.
But I sent him, and it's funny. I contacted him, and I gave him information a while back.
Yeah, you did.
Before, yeah. And this was before I was on the live stream, and he actually answered. I'd emailed a couple of other people, and no one else answered, so he did, and he actually used it in his videos. And then after I was on the live stream, I emailed him from my email account. I'm like, by the way, that was me. He's like, what a coincidence. So Ryan answered and paid attention when no one else did. So I like Ryan. I got a soft side for Ryan.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he comes off like this like hard ass, and he's got this reputation among certain circles as a racist and a misogynist and a bigot, which he is none of those things, by the way.
I
But
know.
he
Good. He's a
but
cool
he
dude.
does. He comes off like a hard ass, but he is probably honestly of that whole sphere in the internet, the most likely to work hard to pronounce things correctly.
Hmm.
Andy's like over the top friendly. If you've ever went to
Mhm.
one of, so I went to MegaCon last year. And you know, he was he's very gracious for, you know, all the support they get. He makes sure he's available and talks to everybody, and he's probably the most, him and Jeremy are probably the ones that do that the best. Jeremy usually gets mobbed. He tries to talk to everybody, but he gets mobbed. You know, Ryan gets a lot of attention too, but he tries to make sure he moves around first, which is cool to see. And then of course, you know, last time obviously Jay was doing stuff with Gina. So yeah, no, they're good people. And I think it's funny the hate they get because of certain opinions. And it's just like these idiots on the internet, they see one thing, they see through the lens of you know, a 10-minute video. And obviously, you know, probably some of us here get some of the same hate. I know I have, especially from people I know, which is that's always fun when, you know, people but it's like you're seeing through a 10-minute lens. Like, you're not taking into context who the person is. You're just making an assumption off of, you know, a thumbnail or something.
Yeah.
Or watching 2 minutes of a video, and it's like, well, he didn't like the Little Mermaid, so he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them get a lot of hate because there are the actual haters will take that little clip, take it out of context. Like, yeah, they are racist, bigoted, sexist, homophobes. Like, you just took something that he said
Yeah.
out of context and you're going with that narrative he created. And yeah, I've met a few of them and they're legit people. I like hanging out with them.
No, and I mean the fact that they called Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers all that stuff is like, dude, he was very nice to me. I mean, come on, look at me. He was like, when I live streamed with him, he didn't say anything like, yeah, can you not use your camera or anything like that. No, he was perfectly fine with putting a Muslim woman in hijab on his live stream. Now, don't tell me that means no, he's always been a gentleman. I have a lot of respect for him. I hope one day I get the honor of meeting him in person.
I'm gonna say he was also perfectly fine with putting a Muslim woman in hijab in a position where she had to shut Jay's idiocy down.
Hey,
now, Drunk 3PO is not stupid. He's not a stupid guy, but he does sometimes ask dumb questions.
Kat,
that was fun.
Can you send me the link to that video? Because I don't think I mean, I could find it, but if you have that access, I would love to watch that video.
You were on like 3 or 4 in a row, weren't you?
Yeah,
Three or 4 weeks in a row on
a couple of years back.
Tuesday night's main event on the D&D.
I know. I was also on their Saturday one. That's the first time I was on their Saturday one. They used to have one on Saturday, so that was the first one. And then I later was on Tuesday night's main event. I think one of the also reasons is difficult for me with my work hours to stay up late on Tuesdays. I was also on their Mario Kart, but I suck at Mario Kart. I really suck at Mario Kart. I never play it.
This from the person that plays video games all the time.
Right.
Yeah, but I never play racing games. I play
let's get practice, Kat. You and me. I have Mario Kart.
I do too. I've been wanting to play with somebody online.
I'm
let's
down.
Do it. Let's all do it, guys.
All right, but I'm warning you, I suck at Mario Kart.
I guarantee I suck worse.
At one point in time in history, when I had a decent 64 controller, I was a god.
Oh, that's how I grew up playing Mario Kart, was on the 64. I didn't have a Super Nintendo as a kid.
I have the original N64 and the Mario Kart game.
No, that thing is probably worth a fortune.
Yeah. My mom I remember my mom had it at one of our yard sales years back, and she was going to sell it for $30 with everything with the games. Like, Mom, you realize like the treasure this is? She's like, I haven't played it in a long time. It's like, I am saving it when I am older and I appreciate it, and when I have a family of my own so I can play with them. So right now, still waiting on that family, but right now I'm playing it on my own.
I mean, I've started playing Mario Kart with my kids. You know,
when that's what I want to do.
No. So. All right, legit. All right, so guy I work with comes to me. He's like, you know, not the Breath of the Wild, the Tears of the Kingdom. Nintendo Switch OLED limited edition is up for pre-order. He's like, if you do it now, you'll be able to get it. So I was like, okay, sweet. So I got it from one store. Anyway, next day, someone is posting on YouTube. He's like, yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED is on pre-order on Amazon. I'm like, damn. So I ended up pre-ordering it twice. So I'm like, you know what? This is a Legend of Zelda Switch. Those consoles always go up. I'm seriously considering keeping both pre-orders and just putting them away for, it's a nice console too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but sweet, I think it's nice. Is anyone else looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom?
I'll be honest with you, I've been burnt out on Zelda since A Link to the Past.
I was just fixing to say, since that freaking giant butterfly in the underground cave that just whipped my ass unlimitedly over and over and over and over and over. And then I went back and played it again as Ash and Evil Dead. It was much more fun, and I still died.
Yeah, it's Zelda's not my thing. It hasn't been for many years.
Well,
I couldn't get into the ones for the Wii. I stopped caring after the 64.
Yeah, Chow would probably. Mr. Chow is not here. Who's not here with us today? Who's usually on the stream. For those of you who don't in the chat who don't know, he's a pretty big Zelda guy. So he'd probably be better for this part of the conversation because I don't really know that much about it beyond
Well, I mean, there was the big reveal this week from Nintendo, since we're trying to go positive, about Tears of the Kingdom. And Breath of the Wild, I haven't finished it yet. I just started it all over again, plan on playing through it. It's not my favorite game. Ramadan Mubarak, thank you, Ramadan Mubarak. It's got issues. I think the map is too empty.
Is that what that says?
Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak. So it's not like there are a lot of games I like a lot more than Breath of the Wild, but it's okay. So I'm looking forward to the new game. Getting the console though, that is pretty sweet. It's a really nice console.
No, fair enough. Let's say an abstract look made a point about your butterfly there, Squatch.
Oh, I was gonna. I
missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Elden Ring is notoriously hard.
It's not.
Oh, I see.
You see enough people playing it, it's notoriously hard.
I played it. I've beaten it 3 times. It's not as difficult as it has a reputation for. Other games made by From are harder than Elden Ring is. Just putting that out there.
Well, I was gonna play it today. I couldn't decide what to play. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna start another game all over again. I have to finish Evil West, Hogwarts Legacy, Alice Madness Returns, that other game. So I'm like, no, I have to finish some other stuff first.
No, I spend all my time terraforming an abstract looks Minecraft world.
I've never been able to get into Minecraft. I gotta be honest.
I have
something else I play with my kids.
Like ASMR, I just break all the blocks. It's great.
But then again, I also thought that about Fortnite until they stopped doing build, and then I was like, okay, this is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I started playing Minecraft again with my kids. It was just something we did, and we just go in and build weird stuff.
Right.
I got a pyramid somewhere in some world somewhere, and it's made of gold bricks. And it's got this light shining up right from the top, and you can see it for forever. There's a beacon, and then if you look at the pyramid from the top down, it's a big square smiley face. Because I sprinkled some coal blocks in there.
Well, I've been building a pyramid out of the mountain that Tom started his little base in. So I went to where he was and then carved the universe around him. I'm a terraformer. I don't do like really complicated things, but I will absolutely completely reshape the world.
Nice. Fair enough. I'm not that invested. I just like building weird stuff. I'll just start laying down blocks and then see what happens. It's like playing with Legos, but digitally.
Exactly.
I had a little cousin. I have a little cousin, like back in the day. Well, he's still around. He's like much older now. But whenever I would go visit my family out in Mississippi, he was like, we need a Minecraft and everything. He's like, all right, yeah, because they're my little cousin. And I just could not get into it. And him being the age that he is now, like, he's still heavily involved in it. Like, okay, I just don't see the appeal of Minecraft. But I guess I just like was not interested in it at the time when he introduced it to me. So maybe I just need to invest in it a little bit more.
No, I'm not into Minecraft either. But then I can't get into Elden Ring. I played it, not Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I love the Elder Scrolls.
I was gonna say you got stuck in Whiterun, didn't you?
No, I got stuck in the first hour.
Yeah, it's in Whiterun. If you haven't made the Whiterun in the first hour, then you might be doing something wrong.
It's so boring.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's just dialogue.
Fucking incredible.
It's really not
how you build your character.
Yeah.
If you didn't do a good job on your character creation, it is very boring because nothing works.
No, it's just you going around talking to people.
At first, that's how you get quests.
Yeah, I know.
And
God forbid you talk to NPCs.
Then you spend a huge amount of time trekking through the wilderness trying not to get murdered by everything.
That's so boring. I'd rather.
No, it's not.
Like, I remember at one point there's actually a fort that's not far from Whiterun, and I was in there clearing out some bandits because periodically after you've cleared out a place, new bad guys will move in. And I was like, yeah, I'll just go see what these guys got, and clear them out. And I'm in the process of about to start, taking on all the bad guys at once because I'm a badass and I know I am and I can do it. And all of a sudden, this dragon drops out of the sky and kills everybody except me. I was left standing there in the smoking ruins, and he flew off.
Yeah, I prefer something like Evil West.
You like stuff where you're constantly shooting things and there's like no story to it, and it's like it's just boring. That's boring. It's like, oh, here comes the next guy to kill, and it's like,
kill him, shoot him with fire.
Hey, Keela. Yeah, there is that in Skyrim. It's a balance. It's not all of one thing, all of the other.
Mm-hmm.
You can do literally anything in Skyrim. You could spend your whole game time just learning to be a fisherman if you wanted to and ignoring all of the, everything else. You can do that. I don't know why you would, but you can.
I really like Skyrim, but I still think my favorite is Oblivion. Elder Scrolls.
Oblivion was probably a better game all around, but I kind of get Kat's point because she's an adrenaline junkie.
Well, she fucking drinks Red Bull like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
Well, it given the state of our country, yes, it is.
Trust me, the Red Bull will outlast the fucking bananas. Okay, you'll be all right.
That is very true.
Crazy lady.
There was a time where it was harder to get it. I were a couple times where I couldn't get. I was like, it's a good thing I have a whole bunch. It was like terrifying.
I don't know. I like a good story. I guess because I never understood the appeal of like Call of Duty and stuff like that for most people who want to play it 24/7. I don't know. I was in the military and I'm like, oh, it's just, I don't know. I like RPG games. Those are my style. And so I like Mass Effect, which Kat doesn't like Mass Effect.
Too much talking.
Which is probably the most criminal thing she's ever said.
It's also clear that you didn't get that far into it because there is a lot of shooting in Mass Effect too.
There's a shitload of shooting in Mass Effect.
I didn't play it at all.
How do you know you don't like it, woman?
Because I saw my brother play it and there was so much talking.
Which one did you play in?
I don't know. I just know it was a Mass Effect game and there was a lot of talking.
This makes me wonder what she would think about Red Faction.
Right?
Wait, what is
there are places in Red Faction where you get a collection of objects and you have to figure out which one of these objects can break through the wall in the right spot, or you have to stack them together in such a way so that a grenade will blast through a window using the chair or something.
Red Faction had fully destructible environments too, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was kind of Minecrafty without the building part so much. All right. So there was this one point in the hallway where there's these heat-seeking missiles flying down the hallway constantly. earlier in the game, you get an opportunity to pick up something called I think it's called a depth charger or a mine charger or something like that. I can't remember. It's something that blows big holes in things, right? So instead of going down the hallway, I blasted a hole through the wall here, fought my way across the security floor, and blasted a hole through the next wall to advance the level. Because I wasn't stealth and didn't have the gear to get through the heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah, that was one of the big attractions of that series was that if you had an insurmountable enemy ahead of you and there was no other way out, you could just make a door. It's like, oh, there's a wall there. Well, now it's a door. Yeah, that was some good stuff. I liked Red Faction. Red Faction was a lot of fun, and it was first person shooter. It had some weird shit in the later series. I think there was a particular weapon you could get that was basically a tiny squeaking unicorn, and you like squeezed his nuts to fire him, and he shot rainbows out of his ass that would obliterate everything.
Oh god, that's awesome.
No, if you touched the horn to something, it destroyed that block. Like I said, it kind of had a Minecraft kind of vibe to it with that, but both better graphics and worse.
Yeah, it
was at an unfortunate time in video game history.
There was a lot of weird shit in Red Faction, but it was fun. No, I would not. I'm not playing Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter. Not having anything to do with that franchise.
Yeah, but there's no Harry Potter in Hogwarts Legacy.
I don't care. It's part of the franchise.
It's actually a really good game.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a lovely game. I just have no interest in that world.
That's what's odd is that you like playing Hogwarts Legacy. It's not really your style.
No, I like the combat in Hogwarts Legacy. I keep trying to find combat.
Is there not a lot of talking though?
No, there's talking.
And it gets very, very tedious and very, very annoying. I won't deny it.
This is from the person who Kat, what game are you playing right now?
I'm not playing a video game. What are you talking about?
Lies, all lies.
Yeah, because all we hear is clicking, Kat. All we hear is like click, 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 click.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
For those of you in chat who are not aware of Kat, although you all should be, she's great. She lives life on the edge. All her video games have to be very in your face all the time, constant action, and to prove that she lives life on the edge. That's her setup.
That's the fucking fire trap.
That's no joke, by the way. That's a legit picture of her setup.
That gives me vibes. I just want to attack that with some zip ties and labels.
Man, that's like
you give me 2 hours with that, and I'll have a mess.
Somebody needs to take 2 hours with that.
Isn't that bad?
It's that bad.
It's a fire hazard.
Honey. Protect yourself.
You know, I would probably forgive a lot of that stuff if it were for the fact that you keep like open cans of fucking Red Bull next to it.
Oh, and not to mention that she has a cat, so there's cat hair too to catch fire.
Yeah.
The cats knock things over like open cans of Red Bull.
Yes.
That are always right above the plug-in, which I don't understand.
Kat, if I was a fire marshal and I had to go to your house to do an evaluation, I would immediately fail you so fast. Like, no, I am not passing this house whatsoever.
Yeah, well, look, the thing holds those many plugs, all right? It's not my fault. I'm just one plug. Hey, I don't have them stringed. You know how they have like, no, I don't have them stringed. I just have one thing plugged in each spot.
Okay, so you're using like a surge protector, right? And you've got a bunch of stuff plugged into a single surge protector, which is then plugged into a single outlet.
Yes.
Do you have multiple surge protectors?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you using currently multiple surge protectors?
I swear to God, we've had this conversation before.
Well, I have more than one of these, but they're not all. But they're plugged into different.
I can prove it. Hold on. She has multiple power strips, but they are plugged in on different legs of her house. We covered this last time. I went through the whole thing. I asked her about every single plug.
Well, I don't know about different legs, but one of them is in the plug over here, and one of them is in the plug over there. So it's not like they're plugged into each other.
How do you know that they're not on the same circuit?
No, they probably
are.
They probably are on the same circuit.
No, I know. We actually had this conversation about how when certain things happen, other things don't dim, right? So when you turn that power station bit miner station up that you've got going on there, does the rest of your room dim?
No, it doesn't, because
It's got two legs in it. And if you're plugged in off the sides of the room, you're probably good.
No, well, the thing is, most of the stuff in this are stuff that's not being used at the same time. So, for example, you have three.
That helps.
Yeah. So, like, for example, I have an Xbox 360 plugged into this.
Still a fire hazard. True.
Then
there's the PlayStation 5 plugged into it, and then she's
No,
got a
the
computer
PlayStation-
plugged into it.
No, those are plugged into the other one. The PS5 is in the other one, but the monitors are in this one.
Well, you're running like 6 monitors too, right?
3.
The biggest power draw in the whole entire house is that one room.
Yeah, it probably is.
I imagine you
quarters
could
of the
read a
electric
temperature
bill.
read off of that circuit. I bet you could. I bet you could go to your fuse panel, your breaker box, and run a laser thermostat down it and find your room. I bet you could.
Yeah, just like New York Outcast got a point here. Don't put a microwave in that room.
No, well,
Don't you already have like a small refrigerator in there too?
No, I don't. There's a
Oh.
refrigerator on the other circuit. There is a.
Yes.
Wait
a second, hold on.
It's not in my room. No, it's not in my room. It's in the other room. So it's not in my room.
Oh,
In
okay.
the other
okay.
room, there's those heater TV stands. So if my brother turns
Yes.
that on, I can't turn on my heater. That's the only thing.
Oh
So
my
that's-
gosh, Kat, the more you describe about your house, like I am genuinely concerned of how you guys live.
Fucking New
mean?
Jersey, man. Jesus.
What do you
Jeez.
mean? So if you have more than one heater on, yeah.
No wonder fucking New Jersey and New York have fucking power outages
Hold
all the
on.
time during
No,
the
no.
winter.
There's a reason for that. Jersey and New York were built 200 years ago, and an awful lot of their infrastructure is left over from there. If it didn't break, they didn't fix it. So maybe her best
See that?
maybe her best bet is to go ahead and push the envelope and get it repaired when it
I'm just
breaks.
gonna see how far I can put it. Maybe this next surge that I'm gonna plug in here, maybe it will catch my house on fire.
I've got a prediction here. I think that because Kat, you're always on the bleeding edge of tech, right? So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that if you continue this trend, at some point there will be an overload, but you have so much going on in there, so much power drawn that it's not only going to, cause some problems probably for your electronics, but you might open up a terror in space time.
That would be awesome.
I was concerned about that as well. I just didn't want to bring it up. I've seen House. I know how this goes.
I
She,
hope.
She fucking pops a breaker in her house. It shuts down the whole street.
The Eastern Seaboard.
The whole block shuts
Well,
down.
that would be cool. I'm afraid not. It just turns off the power in my room.
I love that you said like that would be
Oh,
cool,
so this
but
has
it won't
happened
happen.
before.
Yeah,
Hold on.
my brother doesn't understand that he shouldn't keep the heater on all night because that's a waste of electricity.
But no.
I
I
woke
have
up-
a point.
He
I have
only
a
comes
point.
every couple of weeks.
Breakers fail. And after they pop a few times, they're not quite as reliable as they were when you first purchased them.
No,
They
it's-
fail spectacularly.
no. Well, that's why I hope they don't because my brother,
Hope.
told
We
him-
all hope. We all hope they don't. But I'm saying.
You'll love
Cat's
this envelope,
family is
don't you?
responsible for 3 Mile Island. Confirmed.
yeah, how'd you know? Don't tell anybody.
This was before they got into aviation, right?
Yeah, before they
yeah.
got into aviation.
Of course. Well, what makes you think they're not still in aviation?
Oh man, that's funny.
It's the landings, Cat. That's why I think they're not.
Yeah, well, we got the landings the way we wanted them. You just didn't like it.
Oh no.
You're acting like those landings were meant to be that way.
Yeah, what I guess my point is that those particular pilots are probably not still flying.
Why am I so attracted to her now? I don't understand. mean, it's like I came across a bad boy in an alley who's talking to me dirty. I don't get it. You live dangerously, man. You like on the edge, honey.
Calm down.
Yeah, so we got our own edge lord in the chat here, but man, he's just an edge lord. Cat is the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Gotta put
Wait a second. Does that mean there's a Lord of the Edge?
Possibly. Shadow, write that story, Lord of the Edge.
That's the one you should do.
My desk is clean. You can see my desk.
Show us
The
your desk
38
right now.
section over here next to your stamp book doesn't count.
Oh, we're
Oh
doing
no!
this.
Here we go.
Okay,
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, she's like, my desk is clean.
Alright.
Bet.
Let's just see. All right, so you got the laptop right over here. Okay, with the to protect the keyboard for that. Then you got. See, it's every one of them is individual.
Oh my god.
Every one of them is individual.
Cat!
Not all of that is. Those are for the speaker wires.
I'm
This
just
is for the
terrified.
Nintendo Switch. It's one each. So like one is. So it's not like I'm double or tripling anything. Each one of them is an individual cable securely
Yes.
put in.
Yes. No, we're not saying you're tying different wires together. We're saying that there's a limit to how many plugins you can stick on a plug-in.
Yeah, well, if it's designed to hold 12, why am I not going to have it hold 12? If it's designed to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, it's actually designed to hold 1, 2, 3, 4. It's designed to hold 8. So if it's designed to hold 8, why am I not going to put 8? It's designed for that.
Uh-huh.
This is giving me severe anxiety.
How? It's
I'm getting
it.
hives. I mean, I'm getting hives here. I mean,
It's 8 plugs and 2 USB. Right?
okay. So what do you do?
Oh my god.
What do you do if you get a nasty allergy sneeze and you just gob all over it over there? What?
I don't gob all over it. What are you talking about?
Never, not once.
No.
You've never had a. Okay,
No.
I apologize. My bad. I misunderstood the situation. I thought you were human.
No, I don't sneeze all over my power cord.
No,
Jordan.
his face.
I
She's like, oh my god.
wasn't
Right,
joking
so we're
about the
taking
severe
bets on how
anxiety.
long until this burns. We're going to call it the burning pool, right? And when it burns, she has to change her channel name to Burning Pool because we're going to finance the channel change and probably a new house. Dear God, what are you doing?
Yeah. So next time I see the news, like a massive power outage in New Jersey, I know it's you.
Hey, boo.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. No, that was
Oh.
the cat.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
not
cat.
calling me boo. I was like, okay.
No, that's her nickname. One for
I was
many
gonna
nicknames.
say, now Nomi's blushing.
I know, but it was for nothing. For nothing now. So it's okay. It wasn't for me.
It's like a wasted blush.
That's a big
I mean,
leap.
I also want to
Oh.
hang these up. I got these awesome lights.
Phone
and
number at
stuff.
Home Depot, and
Yeah.
Cat's got a pet name for her now.
Boo. Yeah.
That's through the cat. The cat's name is Buster.
You just a buster.
Yeah, this is funny. Her breaker flips and there's a mushroom cloud in New Jersey.
Hey, how do you know it's not intentional?
I am tempted. I'm
I
Eastern.
know it's not intentional. It's neglect, though.
I mean, come on.
Come on. Like, what do you want me to come on? Like, to get on your level of like,
I'm just saying you never know. It might be fully and completely intentional.
Yeah, she's not gonna be happy until that whole layout behind you, Nomi, is covered in like Borg tech.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be.
Sounds hot.
Kind
I
of.
can go for some of that. I mean, I've seen 7 of 9. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know about. Oh,
I'm more of a Borg Queen kind of guy, but yeah, Alice Krieg.
I'm sorry, 7 to 9 got a little bit of meat on her bones. I prefer it that way, man. That Borg Queen was missing half, 3/4 of her body. Now the soup they put her in, that thing was tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 and I did have a banging body.
Dude,
Why
7.
did you suddenly go lesbian? I don't get that.
Still does. Still does, by the way.
Yeah. I'm not a lesbian, but that is but that was a,
Yeah, Jerry
that
Ryan.
was
made-
a
No, Shadow Hawk gets it. It's
Damn
T'Pol.
well put
T'Pol's
together.
the one, man.
mhm.
Yeah, Jolene Blaylock is pretty.
No, I'm talking T'Pol when she was playing T'Pol. at that point in time. Not her today. She's done been a few miles around.
That's because they painted her costume onto her.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
they literally did.
You know,
makes it better.
and certain
mean-
bits of her were gravity defying.
Yeah, they were definitely special. Very special. Haringa.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Hey, Kat, I
well,
just want to keep you accountable. No, I wouldn't call it accountable, but isn't it dinner time for you?
Almost.
Oh.
she keep an eye on it.
You do
yeah.
realize that when she does break her fast, she runs in there and spits out like an interior head that devours the food for her. You know, just like
Damn
one of
it! Stop telling them my secrets.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stalk you that hard.
God.
That explains so much.
You know what? This is your own fault, Kat. You should never have said that he has the sexiest voice on the internet.
I can't help it.
Because
His
now
voice-
he's all about
he's
you.
got the double whammy too. He's got the killer beard. I mean, let's be
Yeah, it's
honest.
pretty-
You know,
pretty damn
the
good
Muslim
beard. Let's
ladies
be
like
honest.
beard.
No homo.
No homo.
I'm not calling no homo. That man right there is a bit of sexy that I just want to spread around a little bit.
Well, in that case,
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I'm not interested in the relationship, just the sex.
most men aren't really interested in the relationship, just the sex.
I don't want to know how you vote. I don't want to know where you work. I don't,
I don't even want to know what your last
I
name
don't
is.
mean to make you uncomfortable. You're good, dude. You're fine.
I think that's why gay guys got it figured out. They just do the sex.
No, but he's like, I have relationships with women. So it's like, he goes up to the women. He's like, yeah, I'm not interested in the sex part. Just want to have a relationship. And then with the guys,
No,
like, I don't
no,
want
no.
the relationship. I want the sex.
He's got a
saying,
beard.
no, he's saying he's a pimp.
Or he's saying that he really likes the daiquiris or those fruity
Wait,
drinks.
that's also gay.
Okay, listen. I've had a strawberry daiquiri. They're not too shabby.
Mhm.
I
The
don't-
first
Hey, I
one.
won't say no. I won't say no if you can get my. I mean, it's not that bad, but I wouldn't say no to someone coming and fixing everything up.
That be me. I will fix that up for you, Kat, because like I said, I rather that was just giving me like anxiety. I'm like, okay, I want to know like she'll be safe, and at least I'll know the house is not catching on fire. But what I was gonna say is that the first time I ever went to a gay bar, like, of course, I was uncomfortable. I was like, okay, I went because a good friend of mine came out, and he's like, I want to go there. It's like, okay, like I will go support you and just go to the bar with you to make sure like you're safe and like, yeah, this is fun. And then suddenly these two. I think they were dating each other, but they came up. They're like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful." It's like, "Oh, thanks," and they were touching it. Next thing I know, I was drinking a strawberry daiquiri, and they were braiding my hair, and I was like, "This is actually fun." Like,
Hey,
I had no problems with it. And then, yeah, it was like a French Dutch braid. Oh, not French, but like a Dutch braid, and they made that braid super tight, and they made sure like it wasn't sticking out or anything. And I had like, yeah, 3 daiquiris after that, and they bought them for me. So I'm like, this is actually fun. Like, I can come here and get my hair braided again.
You know, when I was in my 20s, I'm straight as an arrow, but I used to go to gay bars because you know what? Free drinks and better tunes than everywhere else in town.
Free drinks. That's what I was going to say. I
Yeah.
go to gay bars for
Fucking-
Free
free drinks.
drinks.
I've been to multiple gay bars, man. Like, don't bother me none. And like the atmosphere is better. You don't have the fucking meatheads looking.
The
to fucking
music is
cause-
better.
the
Well,
music's
yeah,
better.
and
You don't have
it was the
assholes
only
trying to
place
cause a
in town
problem.
that wasn't playing rap at the top volume. So yeah,
I'll take all of you guys' words for it because I have not been to a bar.
I know, I can
Well,
tell
you can't drink. So I mean, obviously that's a given right there. But
You don't
no,
have to drink at a strip club. I can
mean-
drink for you. There's a 2-drink minimum, and I will drink all 4.
I mean, you can go to a bar. You don't you just
Kat, I'll
Why
take
would
you
you?
to Chili's. I'll take you to Chili's. How
I
about
went
that?
to Applebee's and because it was somebody's birthday at work, and I went to Applebee's. So we sat at like I think it's the counter around. So I think that is the
The
bar.
bar
area.
top. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay, so I will say this because like the Mexican in me loves this. I don't know if it's like a region thing, but the Applebee's in the town that I live in, they have a hot Cheetos buffalo wings. dish, and it is delicious. I thought I was gonna hate it, but it's like the buffalo wings. It is breaded with the hot Cheetos, and you dip that with ranch, and it was amazing.
If I could get a side of buffalo sauce with it, fucking to dip that in.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can.
God.
All right, I'm gonna.
Jesus, that sounds delicious.
I'm gonna step away for a sec. I'm gonna shut off my camera.
Sorry, Kat.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be back.
Like
enjoy
this.
dinner.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Go eat, Cat. We'll see you in a minute.
Bye.
I just had a protein bar, and now I feel like that wasn't enough because of the wing talk.
Oh, hey, you see Ryan, all that yelling at her you did the other night, and now she's not rocking the nipple.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we had that stream that we did on it wasn't this last Thursday, but a week ago, where everybody came on, and you spent about half of the first half hour screaming at her because she didn't have a profile picture.
Well,
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
it's so rookie level, dude. Come on.
Well, I mean, she rarely streams without her camera on.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. She streams a lot. I'll give her that. She streams.
I'm
a lot.
subhuman and I've got one.
Yeah. Well,
I got multiple ones depending on the
Super.
show I'm on.
Oh, I got a good one. I got a better one than the one I used, but I gave my good one away. Check this one out. This one's good. No, maybe.
No,
It's not going to let me play with it like that, I guess.
sometimes it
should be
doesn't
able
work.
to,
Yeah.
Sometimes StreamYard acts like a piece of shit.
Send
Yeah.
it
got
all.
you.
Then they've done a number of updates lately that I think they haven't worked all the bugs out of, and it's kind of affecting.
Oh, it's on the little picture under the stream. It's not down in the dots anymore.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Right. This guy, this is one of my favorites right here.
oh yeah. I think
Yeah.
that was like the original one I saw you with in the chat.
Yeah, I ran with this for a while, and then I met a YouTuber called Vanilla Gorilla. I was like, "You gotta be beat, dude! Like you deserve this more than I do."
Yeah.
I gave him a whole bunch of pictures for him to choose from.
That reminds me, man. So you remember a couple years ago when somebody published a list of all of the new quote unquote new slurs for white people, and Vanilla Gorilla was on that list, and it's one of my favorites.
I just love that.
I can't even use Caucasian in Twitter on Mojang. I can't use this description of what might be my race.
I believe that.
Hate speech all over Twitter, anywhere. I cannot put my name in any of those platforms.
Well, that's because white people are racist and they're the worst people on the planet.
Try Mayo Monkey.
That would probably pass. That's what's sad.
You know, Mayo Monkey, or my personal favorite that was on that list. I don't remember all of them. I don't have it up in front of me, but my very personal favorite was No Purpose Flower. I think that one actually is clever as hell. Whoever came up with that one puts a real thought to that. I appreciate it.
I love it. That's actually great. I like that one.
The problem is that white people don't really care about racial slurs. Like, it's not a thing that bothers us.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like first time I saw that list, I was like, okay, that one's funny, that one's funny, that one's kind of dumb, but that one's funny, that one's really funny. You know, I just went down the list.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't care that much. It used to be like, you know, obviously when all this nonsense started, that like calling somebody like racist was like a legitimate thing. Now it's just like, thank you very much, thank you. It just means you don't like my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's like
I've said it before, dude, and I will say it again. Most of these asshats going around slinging words like racist and Nazi and bigot and homophobe wouldn't know a Nazi if one gave them a free train ticket. Just saying.
I know. I like the joke.
That's a good one. I like that. A free shower. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, stole their fillings.
You guys look long and weary from the train ride. Would you like a shower? And a new set
Yes.
of clothes?
Freshen up a little bit right before we put you in your eternal rest.
Yeah.
The
So, you
forever
know,
sleep.
they throw those words around until they mean nothing, and then when the real bastards come around, they
You
ain't
point at them
prepared
and say,
for it.
that's what they are, and they go, "Yeah, well, so are you."
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
know.
they ignore the real threat.
Exactly. That's the purpose of it.
Because what they don't seem to understand is that
Absolute
the
burner.
Nazis,
How you doing,
the
bud?
Na-
I ain't seen you in a long time. I'm sorry. I haven't seen this dude in like 2 months. I thought he was dead. Welcome to the show, bud. Good to see you.
glad you're not dead.
Yeah, no joke. I was worried.
Yeah, seriously. No, I've had a couple of people like that. You don't see them forever, and you're like, oh, I'm glad you're still around, man.
Yeah, usually when I'm live, I'm on my own show. I've been having to chew it back a little bit.
Well, as you guys know, like I do some work for another YouTuber, the Lioness Exiled, and we've had a few people who were members of her chat and her following who have passed away. We didn't hear from for a long time, and yeah, we're pretty certain, not 100%, because obviously with the anonymity of the internet, it is difficult to like send a wellness check out to a guy you knew as Black Superman, But dude wasn't young. And he wasn't necessarily in the best of health, and he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So I'm pretty sure he's gone, which is a shame because he was a good dude, And there have been a few others. I know there was one who was struggling with, I want to say throat cancer, and we stopped hearing from him too.
That sucks.
And so it does happen. So it's always good when somebody shows up and is like, "Hey, I'm still here. I'm still alive." So, Slow Burner, good to see you. I don't know you.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it, man. He was one of the reasons why I started my show. Not so much as like doing something like he's doing, but simply how he was expressing himself to the people that he was expressing himself to, because he had some basic disagreements with how things were being done. And while, I mean, it works for some people, it doesn't work for others. You go in and you do your streams and you pick your subjects and your topics and your guests, and you try to make a go of it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you catch one of those truly toxic trolls that renders your channel into a nuclear waste dump of toxicity, and you kind of have to cut your losses and move on to something different.
Yeah. And every once in a while, like there are some specific chats that are full of nothing but those people, and they all feed off each other. And it's just it's like a meat grinder of shit,
crabs in a bucket,
and there are a few of them. I ain't gonna call anybody out specifically live here, but I think some of you I've talked to about, and then you know who I'm talking about, and it's just like I'd rather have nothing to do with those particular chats ever, just because and you don't really want them going around dragging the place down. You really don't. I mean, I believe in free speech. They have every right to say their opinions, however they want to say them, but I don't necessarily have to invite them to my party. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you don't want to invite people on that are just gonna like bring the whole entire situation down. It's no fun for anybody. And some people just like to be miserable.
Yep.
And I know we talk about a lot of stuff that kind of sucks. And there's probably a little too much to talk about that sucks recently, but it's like we don't have to be a downer about it. Like, we still joke around, we still have a good time. But yeah, some people just want to be miserable 24/7, and misery loves company.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't only want to be miserable, they want to make you miserable and the people miserable because you're miserable. And
if I can't be happy, no one can.
Or Michael Curtis hurt them somehow years ago and they still can't get over it.
I have two opinions on this, because in some cases, drama channels can really pump up a channel's viewership for some amount of time.
But that's a short-term gain, man.
It's true. I don't approve of it for a channel like mine, but there are some channels that can benefit from that type of attention, right? But the negativity just bleeds through into everything, which is why, dog, are you all right, man? Dude, you okay? He missed the bed. I have 100-pound mastiff over here who just tried to jump on my bed and completely missed it. He's looking at me like, to do that.
Oh, that was
he
funny.
Missed me. Like, he was right here.
Wait, ghosts?
That's funny.
Ghosts?
No.
I have a dog. I have a John.
I don't know. I was gonna go with ghosts since we were talking about ghosts earlier.
Yeah. What's for dinner, Kat? What are we having?
Right. Quinoa and meat squares.
It is carbohydrates with protein. She doesn't care.
I don't care.
She had to guess what it was. She had to look and check. Like, I don't know.
I got ice cream.
It's fuel for the fire.
Well, at least she's got ice cream too.
Yeah, make her
Meat,
happy.
meat and ice cream.
But yeah, you should go get those Thin Mint pretzels. Oh, I should probably bring those out. I'll be right back.
Oh,
So
I see
anybody-
some in front of her, she'll be jealous.
But
Is she going to
Anybody
get-
who's
she's going to get the PMS food.
Well, I call the dog Moose for a reason.
What's that? What's that? Her? Did she hear me?
Did she fall too?
I don't know. Balls. I heard. Was, oh!
Yeah.
um,
Hey, Squatch. By the way, I just added your link into the description. I forgot to do that earlier. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
My God, that's funny. I really hope that was her. She heard me.
oh, wait, no, where is it? This one. Meat and ice cream.
Carrie says, "Yes, she heard you." I hope so.
Yeah, the weird side of YouTube. This is kind of the weird side of YouTube. We kind of range all over a little bit.
Hold up, bud. That's in my chat. Shit just went really weird over there, and I don't really understand how or why or what happened. But like a bunch of people I haven't seen in a minute have all showed up, and I'm like, that's an interesting group.
Yes, we are. Nomi, was that you that made the noise?
What noise?
It sounded
You
like it
yelled.
fell over.
You didn't go. Oh,
Yeah,
that
we-
was you.
Yeah, that was you. Yeah, we all heard that.
Why did you fall over?
We just broke her. She's broken.
What did you do to Nomi? How did you hurt her? She's
We
cool.
noticed something. That's all. We simply noticed something. She thought she had a cold mic. We heard her take the grunt.
Oh, sweet
This is
mother of Jesus, that's funny.
And this is why I never tell my family when I live stream.
Hey Sam, I got a live stream in about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to be dropping out at about 15 more minutes or so.
Yeah, no worries, man. Do what you gotta do.
Notice.
Appreciate you being here, man, and helping me test this out.
Yes, that was me.
I thought that was your response to what I said because you heard what I said. I was like, oh, she's gonna go get the PMS food, and then all of a sudden, like within a second, oh!
Not at all.
Oh, that's not nice.
I fell down. That's what happened.
That's what I thought kind of happened.
Oh my God.
You're okay though.
Hi, Larry. Did you know you were on camera?
I hope he knows.
What's up?
My God. This is
I did.
Larry, are
I,
you okay?
I fell down. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah. His face has been revealed before. It's not a new thing.
Oh,
He
is
just
it?
doesn't
Okay,
show
I
it-
didn't know.
He doesn't show it often, but yeah.
Oh my God, that was fucking funny.
Sounds
I'm
like
so sorry,
a
guys.
character in Street Fighter when you lose it. You
Right.
lose.
I got a message for you here, Larry.
Shut up, Kohai.
Oh wow, this is great.
All right, who's on the mood gummies?
How did you know?
Just no.
Oh, good. Was it the my own infinite void that I brought with me for screaming into? Is that what gave it
Maybe.
away?
Mm,
Okay. That happened.
Screaming into the bud.
Well,
That's what it
you know,
feels like.
we're certainly
Screaming while falling
cackling
down on
into
the
it.
floor.
Yeah, I know. I guess it's good that Nomi didn't go day drinking with her friends. She falls over sober.
I do fall over sober. I really did. It is baffling to me how clumsy I am in real life. There was one a few years ago, my sister and her friend, it was their night of drinking. I was like, oh, I'll be the DD. Don't worry, guys, I'll take care of you. And then as we were leaving, my sister and her friend were hanging on to each other, like, okay, let's get to the car, and we can do this. And then this nice friend of ours was walking us to the car to make sure we got there safe. And then I remember just looking at him and talking, and the next thing it just like fall flat on the ground. And I was like, fuck. And I scraped my knee pretty bad too. And then my friend, he's like, hey, your sister fell down. And my sister like drunkenly came over. She's like, oh my God, you fell down before I did. That's actually pretty funny.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah. I do weird voices and sounds when
Yeah, exactly what it sounded like.
I tripped and fell. There's like a little step in my room, so I didn't.
I gotta say, you know, Nomi, I'm glad you're okay, but
Thank you.
I'm gonna need to have Kohai clip that sound and meme it.
I'm gonna put it in my intro. Just because it's funny to me.
I mean,
humors me.
it's the law of the internet. I don't really have a choice here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Me neither. I don't see a choice here. I have to.
Gone again.
I have to keep going off and on camera because I'm laughing so hard.
Good. That means it's working.
You know what?
Mm.
As long as you're laughing, you know. I know that there was some controversy surrounding him, and I've said this before, but Carlos Mencia was right. If you ain't laughing, you ain't living.
It's true.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's one of the only things he said that was original.
Well, I'm glad that you guys can laugh at my own expense, and that's honestly what I like to do in real life anyway.
Mm.
Like, all
What,
right,
fall over?
not fall over, but if it's something dumb that I like, something simple as walking to my pantry and tripping over, and if you guys are laughing at me, that's all that matters. As long as you guys got a kick out of it.
I mean, well, you know, let's be honest. We're all a bunch of weirdos here, so gotta
But
laugh when we can.
yeah, but feel free to clip that and do whatever you want with that sound.
Hey,
Believe me, I do.
All right, so
Yes, we will clip it.
before
Yes.
Squatch has to dip out, I'm gonna play this thing that Kohai made for me and Ryan, and she's going to somehow work the sound that you made, Nomi, into this clip.
Suddenly, I'm aroused.
Which reminds me, I still got to send that to Ryan.
Oh,
Hey.
that's the
And she's gone.
sound effects is so loud.
It's great.
hey, I'm eating ice cream. Nothing can bring me down right now. Ice
Awesome.
cream.
You are all welcome.
Hey, Sam, can I do my shield and dip out?
Go for it.
Yes.
All right, man. Check it out. That's
Wait,
lovely.
wait, no.
You
Did
okay,
Larry
buddy?
Are you okay?
Larry just fell over.
All right.
Are
I
you
want a
all right?
copy of that. Somebody send me a copy of that. That's going in my intro too. I hope he's okay. But it's
I
still
didn't
good.
know.
Oh, his little boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, take
Yeah,
off.
take that. Yeah, do
Yeah.
that thing. Do the right thing. And
Yeah.
let me know if he's all right. Okay, let me
I will. We'll
Yeah.
go for it.
All right, so I interview YouTubers in general. I really don't care what your content is as long as you're putting forth a good, solid effort to create the content. You're doing it daily, weekly, however it is you do your content. You work on cars, work on more cars, film more cars, do that thing. You go to car shows, you're van lifing, I don't care. Your crochet circle, I want to hear about it. I'm dead serious. My email is caucasiansasquatch@gmail.com. We'll set something up and get it happening.
All
We
right.
come here, we talk about your content. I don't talk about anything off of YouTube unless you bring it up. And then I do an after dark where I try to help everybody with technical issues, terms of service, anything else I can help with. OBS, StreamYards, whatever. that kind of stuff. And then I do it after dark where I play movies, muted usually, and we fuss at each other and disagree. But it's fun, and I drink.
Yeah, it is a fun show. It's a fun time. Dude, I appreciate you for being here.
Yeah, much love, brother. I appreciate it. It's good to see all of y'all.
Yeah, see you, buddy. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming by.
Bye,
Thank you for
bye.
blessing us with your amazing voice.
Oh, I got one thing to say for you, Kat. Oh, baby. Bye.
See
I mean,
ya.
I'm a little
Bye.
wet now.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Well, you just came out of Ryan's back door, so you should be wet.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you okay, dude?
Yeah, I slipped on a toy.
Okay, as long as you're okay,
I
man.
just like, is there somebody in the water? Because first Squatch's dog misses the edge of the bed entirely and falls on his face, and then Nomi goes off camera and trips, and then that happens. I'm like, what? I don't know. I kind of feel like I should trip on something now.
I'm just gonna sit here and feel confident and be like, "Ha, I don't trip over stuff."
No,
No,
I
you
just
just-
I
you
just love that we were giving you hell about your house and how many plugs you have.
Yeah,
and then like,
yeah.
here we are falling apart.
You
It's
guys are
karma.
killing yourselves over your house, and me,
That
I'm
is
just sitting here.
karma.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
Are we
karma.
back?
Oh, hi.
I'm trying to figure out how to stop your live stream so I can start mine on my channel.
It might actually be. Hold on a second.
You could
Do I
probably
have
go
to
to your
click the
YouTube
remove part?
studio.
I can click the remove part.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So
All
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. My